What's up, peeps? It's Cece.
And it's Jewel.
And welcome
That's
back
so
to...
nice. Just ask me what you'd like me to do.
Alexa! Ruining my intro. And this is Cece's Jewel. What's up, peeps? It's Cece.
And it's Johnnie.
And welcome back to Cece's Jewel. Happy February, happy Love Month, happy Black History Month, y'all. So last week was Valentine's Day. Hopefully everybody was made to feel special. Hopefully got to spend it with your loved ones. Because I know we had a bomb weekend. Now if you don't follow us on Instagram, here's our Instagrams right here. It's gonna be right here. Johnnie planned an entire Valentine's Day extravaganza weekend for us, for me. You guys can see he wrote me a love letter, which was so cute. And then he made a two-day itinerary with activities for us to do for Valentine's Day weekend. What was the inspiration behind this? Because it took me off guard. I was like, oh my God. This man love me.
So first of all, I think COVID, it's been a thing. We haven't been able to be as active, as out, as, on the scene. I don't know, fill it in with whatever synonymous. We haven't been able to do all of the things that we typically do. We love to go on dates. We love to go to the movies. We love to go out to eat, try new food. Just those little things, one, I know that Cece loves that, but we love doing those things together. We haven't had the opportunity to do that as much as we would have liked to do since we've been back in Chicago due to the pandemic. So as I was thinking about this weekend, I thought about one, how can I, maneuver around that and still provide Cece a quality weekend and to really celebrate her, to make her feel loved. But also keeping in mind that we haven't done a lot, as what we would have normally been doing. But the pandemic also gave me time to think and be creative about how I wanted to do it. And I did want it to be publicly displayed. I definitely wanted to come against notions of public displays of affection. You could definitely do that. And I know some folks, different strokes for different folks, right? But I absolutely, that's not common for me. So I knew that the gesture of publicly sharing that with people would be outside of my comfort zone. And I wanted to take myself outside of that as well. So I felt like it was beneficial for both of us to do it. But I wanted people to know how much Cece means to me. Explicitly, I love this woman. I'm not afraid to let people know. I'm not afraid to scream it to the top of my lungs, on the top of the hill, or whatever the saying is. I think that was just the frame of mind behind it. We've been in a house, and I just wanted to make a gesture that I felt was, equal to what she mean to me.
This man has been secretive, tiptoeing around for 2 weeks straight. Packages been arriving. I'm like, what is all of this? Just stuff been coming to the house. And I haven't been opening anything. I don't open his mail because apparently it's a federal offense or whatever. So everything's just been coming to the house. But I think the week before, I started to get little breadcrumbs. I was collecting breadcrumbs. So he was on FaceTime with his sisters. And they were all I heard was, oh, CeCe's surprise. What surprise? What we doing? And then that night, he was I was telling him I was going to do my hair for our weekend, for Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he said, well, hold off on that. And I'm like, did he schedule me a hair appointment? I thought you scheduled me a hair appointment. So I was like, ooh, okay. Turns out I actually have to do my own hair, but... And then a package from Bed Bath & Beyond arrived. And I was like, Okay, so if he's telling me not to do my hair, then maybe we're doing a spa weekend with like a pool, and maybe the Bed Bath & Beyond thing is like a robe, and maybe it's like personalized. I thought it was a robe. My mind was going a million thousand places. I was in 4 different group chats like, okay, y'all, this is a new breadcrumb. Okay, y'all, this is what's happening. And me and my friends were trying to piece together what the weekend was about to be, because I didn't know what was happening. I had no idea. Finally, on Friday, I was at work, and I was like out, you know, making sure kids didn't die. And I get a text message. I can see it on my Apple Watch. And all I saw was CeCe's itinerary. And I was like, so I ran back to my office because I'm like, let me go look at my phone. I don't know what's going on. So I read the itinerary in my office, started tearing up just a little bit. I was like, this is so nice. And then he put it on Instagram and Facebook. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So everybody knows what we're doing. And it was just a really nice and just a very sweet gesture. I was definitely taken by surprise because I'm the planner in the relationship. He don't plan, well, I'm not gonna say you don't plan anything, but I'm usually like, okay, we're doing this, and this. Like, let's make a reservation here. Like Valentine's Day, usually we collaborate and we think about it together. But this time, I had no hand in the planning, which was a little scary for me, and I don't like that. This time, Johnnie just took the reins.
CeCe said it nice, y'all, but the reality is CeCe wants control of stuff, of things. And I think that's okay. Like, not that she wants control of stuff. CeCe doesn't like to not be in control of things that deal with her. Yes. And I think that's just all of us as humans. But I knew that every time something came in the mail or every time like something happened, it made her want more like understanding of what the heck was going on. I know that was dealing with her, like that was affecting her in some way. But that made it even, I think that made it even better because like she humbled herself to allow me to do that. And I think she wanted to see like, okay, well, let's see how he's gonna do this.
Let's see how you do,
like, okay,
buddy.
Cool. Well, let me show up real quick. No lie, CeCe is 100% truth when she says she's the planner. She does plan better when it comes to stuff like this, when it comes to just doing things in general. I'm a homebody. I'm not afraid to admit it. I love being where I pay. I like to stay where I pay. And I have no shame in that. And I like to create in home things that keep me home. Like I will bring all of the fun from outside inside so I can stay inside, especially when we get hit with a couple feet of snow and our cars are buried. Like that just makes it easier for me to be my most truest self, which is a homebody to the core. But I definitely like appreciate that about CeCe because she brings that out of me. She makes me think about doing things different, outside the box, more outgoing things. Like she's definitely extroverted in that way, and that brings that out of me because it makes me think about how I can do that for her as well. So there were so many things that was coming in the mail, I had to start hiding them. She didn't know that like 95% of the stuff that I got her
hidden in plain sight.
Right here, I had something that was right in the middle of our living room. She didn't know what it was, but also that's because she trusted my privacy and she didn't open the things, even when she knew like some of the stuff had like packaging that was from particular places, so she could.
When I saw that Bed Bath & Beyond, I was like, what you? And I thought somebody had sent you something, so I was like, oh, let me see it. And he was not trying to show me. He opened it and was like, bloop. Let me put it back.
I can't lie. Like, I just will bypass what she was asking me. I couldn't like off the cuff make up stuff to roll with it. Like I'd have a box right in my hand and she'd be like, so what's in the box? And I'll just be like, oh yeah, so how's your day? Like I'll just talk about something else because I couldn't make up nothing to change, like to like send her off into another direction, because I knew that she would know, like if I was not telling the truth, she would tell me you're lying. There was no point in trying to do that. So I would just like redirect and talk about a whole nother topic, or I'll just be like, yeah, so about that, you know.
Saturday was like the big day. Also, another little breadcrumb was Johnnie told me I am booked Saturday. Like, Don't plan on doing anything else. Saturday started off, it was like rise and shine, sweetheart. I always get up before him anyways. I was up at 6:30 a.m. that day because I had to do my hair. The next thing on the itinerary was manicures and pedicures. And I don't ever really go and get my nails done. And I work in healthcare, so I can't really have long nails. Pedicures, it's the wintertime, ain't nobody seeing my feet, so I don't really care. He Ubered me to the pedicure place, and it was super nice, very pretty. So I got my feet done and my nails done. And of course, at that point, it started really coming down with the snow. So I'm like, okay, well, I called Johnnie. I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Like, am I coming home? What do you want me to do? He said, okay, you're gonna go to Akira, which is a clothing store in Chicago that is around the street from our house. And every time I walk in there, they know me. They put out outfits for me. I'm always in there minimum 2 hours. So I went to Akira. He sent me some little mini, even though I definitely went over that little mini, but you know, it's okay. I spent way more than what you sent me, but that's all right. And I got an outfit. Like he told me.
Wait, that's because you bought more than what you went there to get.
Instructions from Johnnie. Get a sweatsuit and some cute heels to go with it. So that's what I did.
You got more than that though.
Okay, first of all, the boots were buy one, get one half.
So she bought more than what she was
But I
buying.
had to get the heels because that's what you wanted. But the other pair was just sitting right there, so I just had to get both of them. So I went to Akira, got my cute little outfit. I called Johnnie. I'm like, okay, well, I'm, done shopping. He's like, okay, we'll come home. So I Ubered home, and he prepared a light lunch for me. It was a cute little Sammy. It was very light. And then he goes, your sister is here. And I'm like, what do you mean my sister's here? My sister never comes to visit me ever. That was not on the itinerary, so I didn't know what was going on. She came upstairs and she handed me some goodies, which was a part of our little weekend, so that was nice. I can't say what it is, but she gave me goodies.
No, the goodies were good.
The goodies were...
Shout out to you, Lex.
After that, it was time for me to do my hair and makeup. But before that, Johnnie said, okay, well, I have to leave because I have to go prepare the room. And I'm like, okay, like, where are we going? So he sent me the dress. Do y'all know this man booked us a room at the JW Marriott? The Marriott! Oh!
Now, I sent her the address. I didn't send her the name. I didn't send her what it was. I shouldn't have sent her the address.
No, you shouldn't have. You should have just Ubered.
I did. Well, we did get her an Uber to the hotel. But I shouldn't even gave her the address.
No.
We should have just did the Uber because as soon as I gave her the address,
What I did?
she searched it, zoomed in, and then found out where we were going. But that wasn't the intent of her having the address. I gave her the address so she can plug it into the Uber so she can Uber to it.
Wrong decision, babe.
Like, she has to have control of things.
I just wanted to know where we were going. Just, I needed to know how long it was going to take to get there. So I knew how long to do
That's what
my
the Uber would
hair
have told.
and makeup. Well, I found out anyways.
Yeah.
It was time for makeup and hair. That was also on the itinerary, makeup and hair. And when I asked Johnnie the day before, well, how long do I have to do my makeup and hair? Because it takes me an hour to do my makeup. He said, I factored in an hour because I know that's how long it takes you. Oh, somebody knows my schedule.
You should have probably factored in another 20 minutes.
You probably should have. He told me to be at the hotel by 5:30. He should have told me by 5. That was his mistake. That's okay. So I finally called us an Uber. Well, called me an Uber. Took him 20-30 minutes to get here, which was super annoying. So I called Johnnie. I'm like, hey, you might want to tell the restaurant that we're going to be a little late because I'm not going to get to the hotel until 5:50. And I know our reservation's at 6 o'clock. My makeup was already done, so all I had to do was throw on my dress and my heels. So I finally got to the hotel, and I was in a rush because I knew our reservation was at 6 o'clock. They would only hold it until 6:15. Finally got up to the front desk. Hey, my name is so-and-so. I have a key waiting here for me. So I finally got into the room, and I walked in, and there were flowers and chocolates, a candle. It was very nice, a cute little setup, but I really couldn't look at it because we were in a rush. So I finally threw my clothes on, threw my shoes on, and right before I left, I was like, let's take pictures in the bathroom. And good thing we did take those pictures, huh? Because those were the only pictures we really got.
This is the best conditioned photos that we had. Every other pic was wow.
So we finally got to the restaurant. It was in the hotel, luckily, because it was snowing and it was cold outside. I'm glad I didn't have to leave the hotel in my heels and in my dress. It was really nice. You know, we had a nice little bottle of Moscato, which is my favorite.
So good.
That was probably the best Moscato I've ever had in my life.
Really good.
We had dinner.
At the Florentine, an Italian restaurant.
The Florentine.
It was really good. The food was really good too.
Yeah, the food was, I had a...
Oh.
And then the rest of the night, like while we were at the restaurant, was just full of conversation that I can't recall.
I thought we just had a really fun time. We got to just catch up, laugh, you know.
Yeah.
CeCe looked very beautiful.
Oh,
I felt like, you know, and because of COVID too, like, I felt like we had like an area to
We did. It was in the cut.
It was a nice distance from others. You know, we didn't have to have other people in our mouth. You know how some people be in your mouth when you go to the restaurant.
Right.
The food was delicious.
It was very good.
We had good servers. You know.
Yeah.
We be particular when we go out to eat too. You know, you can't just come and treat us any other type of way and think you're gonna get tipped your 20%. That's just not gonna happen.
Look.
You know, because you're gonna get a word from me. You're gonna get a few choice words if you don't.
But they were great service.
It was actually excellent.
So after dinner, we went out and there was a grand piano out there. So we were like, well, let's take pictures out here.
Unfortunately, it was locked because I would have been playing it and we would have.
Oh, it was locked.
It was a lock on it, so we couldn't
That's because of COVID. So we went back to the room after taking our pictures. Johnny told me to stay in the bathroom because he had a surprise for me. Another one. There were surprises all weekend. I walked out and all of my presents were on the bed with the rose petals. It was so cute. The rest of the night, we just spent time, you know, enjoying each other's company and chilling. And then we passed out because we were just that tired. It was only 10 o'clock. I think it was only 10 o'clock.
Our night ended so early.
Out.
I still cracked the hell up at the fact that we passed out so early because on any other typical night,
right?
Me, I'm the night out. I am the most creative. I am the most productive between like 10 and like 2 a.m.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
I get it busting at those times. She did wake up very early. She typically does, and she typically goes to sleep very early too. So, and you know, we was feeling good as well. You know, we had wine. We was wined up. You know, we was where we needed to be. So once we got in there, and I saw her lay on that bed, I'm like, yeah,
it's a wrap.
I'm about to. But in my mind, I wasn't like disappointed. I'm like, I'm about to follow suit. I feel it. I was actually dozing off. There's this nice chair in there too, and I was.
Oh yeah, you could have fallen asleep in that chair. Oh yeah.
I hopped up, then I got in the bed, and so you know,
passed out.
It was over with.
Then we didn't wake up till 10:30 because we had the nice blackout curtains at the hotel. But we knew we had brunch plans. Johnny ended up planning a very nice catered surprise brunch for his mother. She loved it. The whole family was there. And our friend Moose catered it. Shout out to the Kitchen Gents. We're also going to link y'all. Ooh, that food was so fire.
Book them. I'm very proud of this. I got to say it. Our weekend, all of the private catering came from Black chefs, Black-owned restaurants. Yeah. I want to briefly give a super shout out to Corinne's Bakery. Corinne is my good friend. We didn't do dessert at the restaurant because we had like our own private catered dessert, which was like, you know, different like covered strawberries, like chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, covered strawberries, and red velvet cupcakes. Red velvet is, I'll say my favorite, but I think it became CeCe's favorite too because Corinne, them cupcakes was fire. So shout out to celebrating Black during Black History Month and them being huge reasons why the weekend was like successful. Yeah. But I wanted the women in my family to feel some love, particularly my mom. I wanted my mom to feel some love on Valentine's Day, and
she felt it.
She was in there stepping in the name of love.
Exactly. So I know she had a good time.
She said the food was the bomb.
And when she says the bomb, you know it's good.
She was happy. I was happy. But I was able to celebrate my sisters too. CeCe, I love the way my family and CeCe's relationship is
them.
continuing to grow and the way they love each other. And shout out to my niece as well, Nene, who is also an event caterer, and my sister Antoinette, who opened up her house and decorated, and her
so pretty.
Like them coming together to help make it happen for my mom was really, really pivotal, and for CeCe being able to like share some of that time. You know, I was really grateful for that.
We didn't leave there until like 3-4 o'clock. We got home and we were supposed to do a lot more. Like we were supposed to get a catered dinner from Gibson's, but of course when we called, they were booked up, and I'm like, it's Valentine's Day. Y'all are supposed to know that people are going to call for orders, and they just fumbled and dropped the bag. We actually ended up having Five Guys, which was fine with me. And that was pretty much the night and the weekend. I had an amazing time. And I really want to just say thank you, because I felt so special the entire weekend. And I mean, every day is Valentine's Day around here, but like this weekend was really special. It's funny because me and Johnnie, we're like this. Two peas in a pod, for real, for real. So every time something would come up, I'm like, how much was this? How much? When did you even do this? I ask all the questions because usually I'm in the know and I know everything, and just him planning everything was so special. This is my message to y'all, ladies, guys, anybody. Do not settle in your relationship, because the right one is gonna do right for you, okay?
Don't be afraid to show
yes.
and express your love for your person. Like, I just feel like COVID and pandemic, and I mean, I hate to be like, oh, we living in our last days. But
okay, Moses.
We don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring.
Right.
And I just feel like I don't want to spend it, you know, not living life to the fullest with my person, with my partner, with my teammate, with my baby. I feel like we spend a lot of time creating barriers around why we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to look away. We don't want to
seem like a simp.
Right. Or we don't want to give that to the wrong person. But when you find your person, I'm just saying, go all out.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right? Why not?
I don't regret it one bit. I really enjoyed it, and I love seeing CeCe happy. CeCe's happiness makes me happy.
Oh.
So that meant a lot. That the weekend went over well. And let's just say I won.
Yeah, you won Valentine's Day, so I don't know how you gonna talk the next year, babe.
I don't, but CeCe.
Good luck.
I don't know how CeCe gonna match this on Sweetest Day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Good
task. Yeah. Should we tell him?
Yeah, let's tell him.
Okay, y'all. So everybody wants to know if Johnnie proposed.
No, I did not propose. I don't know why y'all expected me to be cheesy and corny and propose.
Because that is not it.
Let me not say that's cheesy and corny.
If you got engaged on Valentine's Day, we love it.
Congratulations. Shout out to you. Shout out for you.
But that ain't us.
Love. Love is good. But that'd be a little bit too predictable.
Yes, exactly.
And CeCe told me if I asked her that she would say no.
Yeah.
We ain't ready yet.
No.
And I think that is gold.
Yeah.
Like in relationships, when you know you're not ready, don't sugarcoat around that. I felt like that was really, really pivotal and important. That was an important turn in our relationship.
Yeah. To
let it be known that there's still work to be done on both of us, you know, but for particularly myself. So I really needed to hear that. And for those of you who see that in our relationship, we do really appreciate that. We really love it. Thank you so much. But you know, y'all not gonna dictate that for us. Thank you. And
please stop asking if I'm okay. I'm fine.
I'm
fine.
Let's not equate, you know, me not
right.
Asking her to marry me to us not being happily together. Yeah. Our relationship is wonderful. This has been the best 4 years I've ever had.
Also, stop asking us for money, because we ain't got it like that. Just because you saw this weekend, we ain't got it like that, okay?
Know that because we did a lot of personal catered things and at-home things, it was very cost effective.
Yeah.
Fellas, if you want to ask me, humans, if you want to ask how I made this financially possible, feel free to, hit me up, and I'm happy to share how I made that happen if you want to do a special occasion. But I wound up saving more money than I budgeted for this.
Oh!
Things at home.
Look at you! So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us today. And we will see y'all next time. Next time. Next time. You like my nails in the cute?